Of the tutorial. Hopefully you've got all the chords down from part one. Let's start to take a look at what this right hand's doing. The intro is that. So you're going to start out by picking your C chord there. You've got a constant bass note and then the high E and the B string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then you go to this G chord, which I'll play with my thumb. So you've got your G note there. You move these two back onto the G and B strings. So this next bit's going to sound like this. First bit's the same again. Then when you move up to this D add 11, you've got the A string there, and you move these two back to the G and B strings, so this last bit sounds like this. All together. That's your intro. The next bit's the C to A minor that before we start singing. That bit. It's a 4-bar pattern. The first three beats are the same. Just 16 notes: 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. The first 3 beats are identical. You're gonna with your thumb, you're gonna pick the A string. Your third finger's gonna pick the B string. That's beat 1. And then the other 3 notes that occur in beat 1 are E and A, which is G string, D string, G string. So we've got 1 E and A. So that's simple enough. Get that down and do 3 beats of that. 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A. Okay. Let's draw your attention to what happens between beats 3 and 4 now. Once you've got this bit, this is the hardest bit in the song. So if you can get this, the rest of it you should find relatively easy, just with a bit of hard work. So beat 3, 3 E and A. Now the trick here is when you play that last G note, 3 E and A on A, 3 E and A. As soon as you pick that open G with this finger, your third finger is going to come up off the neck here. 3 E and A. Okay, so that G string's ringing out for the last bit of beat 3. Beat 4, you're going to hammer on. So let's just look at that sort of cut-off point. 3 E and A, 4. Okay. At the same time as you hammer that on beat 4, you're going to pick the A string and B string. Let's add that in. 3 E and A, 4. E is a pull off on the G string. E and A, D string and G string. Once you've got that, that's it. So let's look at that again up to the downbeat of beat 4. 3 E and A, 4. So you hammer on and pluck those 2 on beat 4. 3 E and A, 4 E and A. So now if I just loop beats 3 and 4, that should become evident what I'm doing there. 3 E and A, 4 E and A. That might take a while to get under, but keep under your fingers, but keep rewinding that bit. Now we're going to the verse. Verse is the second most difficult bit. The pre-chorus and the chorus are relatively straightforward. So once again, I hope you've watched my cover and you're familiar with all these chords from the first tutorial. The first C chord is the same, 3 beats. Then you go to that chord, the C over G. You're just going up in sequential order now for beat 4. 4 E and A. So it's just up in order, rolling away. That's beat 4. And you go to that F6 chord. I'm using my thumb there. This one, you've got 3 beats of this pattern, just the low E string, then the B, then the G, then back to the B. So you're not actually doing anything on the D string. Let's take a look at that. 3 beats. 1 E and G, I move my thumb up to grab that G, and I just go up in order again, four-yander. Okay, let's take a look at that again. Okay, all together. Then the A minor 7. Just straight up. 1 yander, 2 yander, 3 yander. Then go back to that G, straight up again. 4 yander. And back to your F6 chord. It's that pattern from before, but a full bar. So that's it. Once through, I guess. That's the most difficult bit. The pre-chorus and the chorus, once you've got that from lesson 1, you've got the order, they just go up in order, pretty much. Let's do the pre-chorus. The D minor, A minor 7, the G, same again. Then the chorus, when his wife told his kids he was crazy. The F, which I'm going to play with my thumb. Then the D power chord. Let's just backwards and forwards there. That's the only exception. Everything else is just in that direction. So. Actually, that G, I should point out that there's no, as we said in the last lesson, there's hitting a G chord, but there's nothing on the B string. It's an open B string. Okay, with a will to work hard, with a will to work hard. Very good. And that's the intro.